Bizarre Brain Comics. Bunny, bunny, my little bunny. Hello, everybody. Gary here for Bizarre Brain Comics once again. And today, well, this is where we like to look at some older comics, kind of break down the stories and art, and look at the creators. And this morning, I want to take a look at this little book right here. It's old and not very good shape, but it's a fun one. This is from Harvey Comics, Bunny, from 1967. This is Bunny number 7. This is a teen humor magazine, a little bit like the stuff from Archie. Let's take a look in the big book of knowledge. Harvey Comics Bunny, number 7, from 1967. Bunny Ball was a Harvey teen humor character, and she was originally created by a different company as a doll, and Harvey had the comic book tie-in license. The doll was never it's kind of like a Barbie doll, I guess. The doll was never put into production, but the comic was still published. And Warren Harvey was the original writer of the book, with featuring artwork by Hy Eisman, Saul Brodsky, and Howard Post, with other creators later on. The Bunny title had an initial 20-issue run from 66 to 71, and one extra issue was published 5 years later for a total of 21. And Bunny is a teen model and actress with Honey, her younger sister. She seemed to have several men vying for her fickle affections. And she had a lot of boyfriends. And MGM Pictures proposed doing a film version of Bunny in 1999 to star Jennifer Love Hewitt, but that project never came to fruition. Okay. That would have been interesting, though. Okay. Let's go take a little look at Bunny, the queen of the in crowd. Okay, and here you can get a better view of the cover of this issue of Bunny. Bunny, Bunny, Bunny. It's a nicely drawn cover. Didn't have no idea who the illustrator is, just like, since there's no credits inside, don't know who wrote and drew the contents. But I did want to show you a little thing here. I think this is a really nicely drawn cover. Before I get into that, you can see the name written right here of the previous owner of this comic. And you can see this whole cover the whole book is in rough shape. I had to tape the cover back on, and there is no back cover. The only reason I kept the front cover because I like it so much. Anyway, this book was one of a handful given to me, must have been like 50 years ago, by a friend of mine. Her name is Delberta, and there it has her name. And she was a friend of mine. just 2 or 3 years older than me, the sister of one of my best friends, and she kind of grew out of them. She had a handful of these of romance and teen comics, and she wrote her name on every one of them. So her name will probably be cropping up sometime in the future again when I feature another one of her old books. So thank you, Delberta. Yeah, it must have been 50 years or so ago when she gave these to me. Anyway, I like this nice drawing illustration here. There's some really nice line work. You can see the character of Bunny here. It's a real lovely looking figure. It's not quite like, the stylization is not quite like the what we see in the Archie comics. So in that respect, it is a departure from most other teen humor comics. It is, and here, the Bunny is an actress and model, and so she has been modeling for her friend Mark, who is a painter, and he's one of the many boyfriends she's got. I just really like the nice line work, and then you can see here she's in this tiger print dress, and he's painting all this tiger print stuff down here, and here's this kind of a cute looking tiger skin rug blowing bubbles. And I think it's kind of, you see the reflections in the bubbles, both reflects the tiger prints, and of course the always has the window reflection on stuff like that, giving little smiley faces. And in this particular one here, you may not be able to see it at the moment here, has the signature of the artist Mark here. That's kind of, somebody went in with pen. Whether it was Delbert or me, I don't know on that. Anyway, that's just a little bit of fun. Here you can get a little look at some of the interior stuff. Harvey, here's some of the other Harvey stuff. Oh, I just wanted to take a quick look. Oh yeah, I want to say, amongst her many friends, so she has an artist, she has a poet, she has a really rich guy after her, and she has the leader of a band, and the band is called the Beagles. They're a British rock band parody of the Beatles, but they are called the Beagles. That's kind of funny. Now we'll take a brief look in there. And here that is, I'll just zip through that. At a concert of the Beagles, the chase, message on the bottom of his foot for Bunny, and there's Bunny with her sister, and then she goes backstage, and there, all the group, the Beagles, are commenting on they're being hounded, I say, running away by whom, and making all these weird gestures and stuff. No, by the press, and there's this one lady from the press, and she's been hounding him. She's slipped in there somehow, and Bunny and her boyfriend, forgot his name, Freddie, I think. And they run off. They hop in the car, and this press lady, this reporter lady, she hops in her car, and they takes off and follows and chases him. She go through an old trick, go through this building, try to lose the lady, and then they run around and hop back in their car. But they think they're alone, just as they get up there to start making out, and there's the lady, the reporter lady, right in the middle, and she's hounding them. So she wrote, we see a few days later in the magazine, the article she wrote, said, "Oh," and her friend said, "Oh," her sister saying, "What happened? What happened? What happened? It sounds so romantic." He says, "Nothing happened. This lady was in the way." That's kind of silly. I like this one a little better. I like the artwork. And this is Bunny the Interrupted poem, and this is her sometimes boyfriend William, who is a poet, Look at his, his hairy chest and his open shirt. Trying to make time with her, even and making up poetry on the spot. You can tell by the style of lettering he's spouting. And notice that the dress that Bunny is wearing here, it seems almost exactly like the outfit that Elastigirl wears in the Doom Patrol magazines back in the 60s. Just a little something. So he's trying to make time with Bunny, spouting poetry. Oh, and she is just loving it. You can see all the hearts loving it. I really like this style. Some nice clean art line work. I like the level of detail in the background, in the foreground here. And spouting more poetry when, oh, my poem now must end as my heart sheds a tear. My happiness is scrambled. Esmeralda is here. Yes, Esmeralda. She is Bunny's frenemy, and she is after this guy, William. So she tries to insert herself in between them as much as she can. So here's it. Oh, we have to go to leave, and say, oh, that's okay. I can go with you. We're going to go eat or whatever, and I have to take Bunny home. I can go with you, and we can drop her off. William's not too thrilled with that. Again, nice drawing, nice figures, lightly stylized, but not the Archie style head. So they're at the next to the fountain, and oh, there's all this trash in the fountain, and they want to step over. They're going to pull some of the trash out of that fountain, and that's when Esmeralda takes a moment, and she tries to push Bunny into the fountain. And this is just a really ridiculously long and absurd way. She's flying up in the air after just a little hip bump, up into the air, spinning around. Meanwhile, Esmeralda is rolling around on the ground with laughter while William is trying to catch Bunny. Finally catches her, keeps her from falling in the water in a totally absurd way, but enough to make you kind of laugh, or at least have a little smile. Saves her. Esmeralda's not thrilled with that, and she slips on the water, and she's the one that takes the plunge into the fountain. Into the fountain. They have to pull her out to rescue her now. She looks like a drowned rat. So she just wants to go home. And then thereafter, Bunny and William can go on with their date, go out to eat. Now that Esmeralda is gone, and I'm alone again with you, I can kiss your lovely hand, and my poem I can continue. Oh, nice little picture, an outdoor cafe. It looks like it should be in Paris or somewhere, but the poetry sucks. Okay, and it has another couple of stories like that, and then a story featuring starring her little sister Honey, and that's about all we got. And it's just a fun little thing, something to maybe kind of introduce you. This is Harvey. I had never seen before. This is, I think, the only issue, unless I have one other that I don't remember. This is the only issue of Bunny I think I have ever seen. So I thought that would be, something kind of fun to show you. And you get another good view of this nicely drawn cover. I really like your Bunny here in this tiger cat suit, laying on top of her name. And thanks again to Alberta. That's all I've got. Like, share, subscribe for a little bit of nostalgia. Whatever. Share with your other comic book friends, just because it's so unusual and so rare. It's a fun introduction. Okay, thank you very much. And remember, comics are art.